y'all, welcome to my channel. It's me, Amari. If this is your first time here, welcome. This is my first video, so if you don't know me, welcome. I hope you you get to like me and love me the way my loved ones love me. I'm gonna go ahead and hop right into it. I'm very excited. I'll go ahead and tell you just a little smidget about me. Like I said, I go by Amari. I'm 25. I am a creative and exceptional being, spiritual. I believe in a higher power for sure. I'm into everything scary movie related, horror films. I am a fucking slasher fanatic. Do you hear me? I watch scary movies all day, every fucking day. It's in my blood, okay? 365 injected into my veins, okay? What else? Like I said, I am a very spiritual being. I believe in a higher power. There's definitely such thing as divine timing. God knows I have so many stories and testimonies and stuff like that. I'm sure we all do. So for that reason, like I said, I am spiritual. I consider myself to be an exceptional being. I excel at any and everything I put my mind to. All of us can. We all should have that mindset. So I definitely carry that and try to carry that with me. You'll get to know me more as we, do these little things or whatever, but right now go ahead and hop right on into it. Okay, so I'm gonna tell y'all about the time I got ghosted by an ex of mine. So this is someone that I was dating when I was 20, I want to say. We started dating or whatever, and it got kind of serious or whatever. And of course, once we got in a relationship, if you want to fucking call it that, once we got into a relationship, stuff definitely changed. He started to show his true colors. Of course, that's usually how it goes, unfortunately. But anyways, so it's not the it's not like a regular ghosted story for sure. You guys will see, well, y'all gonna figure out what the fuck I'm talking about in a second. And matter of fact, I'm definitely gonna make this a part 1 and a part 2. Part 1 is going to be more so of a backstory in the ghosting part, and part 2 is gonna be like a you won't believe what the fuck else I found out update type shit. Okay, so anyways, so go ahead and getting into it. Like I said, we started dating him when I was around 20. He was definitely not my first love, but he was the first person I had consensual sex with. So he was like the person that took my virginity pretty much. With that being said, I definitely had like a different attachment to him. I felt like he knew that because he was aware of like stuff I dealt with in my past. And I think that with that, along with like him being my first and him being older than me and all of that kind of stuff, it kind of played into a thing of where like I really feel like I got taken advantage of, you know what I mean? Like, not feel like I now being older, I know I got taken advantage of, but it's it's whatever. So anyways, and when I say taken advantage of, I don't mean like in a, let me clarify, I don't mean in like a like a sexual sense or anything like that. Like, he's never hurt me physically or anything like that. I just mean like mentally and emotionally, he was very, I hate saying the word, like just mentally and emotionally abusive. Okay, so just a yuck ass situation altogether. So anyways, so we got together, and we were together for not long, up until he ghosted me. Like maybe for like, let me see, maybe for like a good, how many fingers, 9 months or so. I'm sorry, I'm 9 months or so before he ghosted me. And prior to that, like should have seen the signs, you know, like we would, or I would have birthdays, or, you know, holidays would come around, like those sentimental holidays, like your birthday, where, you know, quality time and gifts, like Valentine's Day, same type shit. Christmas, you know, kind of, you know, those kind of holidays where you kind of have like a standard, or, you know, something that you require of who you're with, you know what I mean, if you're into that kind of stuff. And I'm the type, all the love languages are my love languages, okay. I always yeah, like all of them are my love languages. So like to be that way, I'm definitely the same way with whoever I'm with. So I know that like I was really hands-on in our relationship, and when I got ghosted, it had me kind of thinking like, damn, like I'm doing something wrong, I'm not doing enough, like this boy don't even like, or this man don't even want to, you know, fool me or talk to me, like I got to be doing something wrong type shit. But I wasn't. Fuck them, truly, fuck them. So anyways, so anyways, we were together for a little bit before he ghosted me. And as I said, I really feel like I should have seen the signs, because holidays would come around, birthdays, my birthday in particular, like the days leading up to it, we would talk or whatever. But like I remember, like as plain as day, like it was yesterday, really. Like my birthday would come up and I wouldn't hear from him at all, like at all during the day. I wouldn't hear from him at all, like period. He wouldn't return my calls, my texts. I wouldn't even get a happy birthday, you know what I mean? And then there was one birthday where my birthday came around, we talked, but he didn't even like acknowledge my birthday. Like we were just having a regular conversation. I was like where, you know, like what you doing, like trying to see if he was gonna say something about it, because like I remember that morning prior I hadn't heard from him and my calls weren't going through, so I thought he blocked me or something. So like when we were talking, I remember feeling relieved, you know what I mean? So I was like, where do you know, what you doing? He was like, I'm just in the mall with my friend. I don't want to say his friend's name. I'm just in the mall with my friend Ali. That'll work. With my friend Ali. I'm like, okay, you know, that's what's up, what y'all doing. In my head, I'm like, oh, he's getting me a gift. Like, oh my gosh, like maybe, you know, maybe he's not a bitch ass hoe ass. But it turns out he was a bitch ass hoe ass, because I was like, you know, what you doing? Like, what you doing in the mall? Oh, I'm just picking up some stuff for myself. I said, okay, so I remember like it gutted me when he said that. I was like, what? Okay, cool, whatever. So like by then my feelings were absolutely hurt. Like I was so destroyed. Like I kind of want to cry now thinking about it, because it hurt my feelings so bad. I was like, I'm really dealing with somebody and giving everything and like all of myself to somebody that doesn't even like care about me enough to acknowledge my birthday. I can't even get a happy birthday, a card. I don't even speak to you on my birthday, but you talk to me the day before, the day after, like nothing is wrong. And then when you do talk to me on my birthday, you don't acknowledge it. You just brag about how you in the fucking mall with Ali shopping, about to buy fucking gold and shit for yourselves and grills and all this other shit. Like, and he fucking lost his, or the shits didn't fit, or they never came, or some shit. And ha the fuck. Ha, ha. But anyway, so timeline wise, my birthday was in April. He ghosted me around June. So it's like, y'all, I woke up and I was blocked. Like, he wasn't returning my calls or texts. I remember they weren't going through. Like, none of the shit. Like, I mean, nothing. Like, and I knew something was up because I talked to him the day prior. Everything was gravy. You know what I mean? So it was kind of like, what the fuck? Like, what's going on? So I'm like, a few days go by. I still haven't heard from him. And like, by this point, I'm heartbroken. Like I told y'all, this was somebody that I was really, like, I thought to be in love with this hoe. And I don't know, you know? So, I get a call from an old friend. We were friends, best friends pretty much at this point. I get a call from her, and she's like, hey, like, she's, you know, she's not feeling good, not feeling herself that morning type shit, and she's crying. And, you know, I'm like, what's going on? What's wrong? And she's telling me about the person she was dating or whatever, and how, you know, she saw in their DMs and messages that they were, you know, messaging other, like, people, like, hey, what's up, like, ooh la la type shit. So I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I know you fucking lying. Like, do you want to beat her ass? And then, like, it gets worse. Come to find out, one of the guys that she was talking to was my boyfriend. Okay, so my friend's partner was going on or getting ready to go or setting up a date to go on with my partner. So, of course, I had just pulled up to work when she told me. I'll never forget, my stomach sat in my ass. I was emotional all day. Like, I got to work, the women that I was working with at the time, like, they asked what was wrong. I couldn't even hold it in, y'all. Bust into tears, you know what I mean? I got home and I told my mom about what was going on, and my mom was like, so what, like, what's the deal? And I was like, he broke up with me by ghosting me, and then started dating my friend's partner. So, like, pretty much he just kind of, like, he was claiming that he wasn't in a relationship, that and at the time I had, like, pictures of him up and stuff like that, and then he was claiming he wasn't in a relationship. The pictures were old, all kind of shit. Being the passionate spirit that I am, he had me fucked up. So he wasn't picking up, but I knew everywhere that he liked to be and hang out. I knew everywhere he liked to be and hang out. I'll say it one more time. I knew everywhere he liked to be. Everywhere he liked to hang out. My city only but so big. So guess where the fuck I took myself? Cruising. Looking for him. Y'all, I got off work one day. I got off early. I had an early day. I got off. I started in Sand Hills, drove around out there, made my way down to this bowling alley that he used to love going to with his friends, made my way past his job, that kind of stuff, and I was getting ready to go home, but something said, Kanisha, like, drive back towards like where you work at. So I was driving, I kept driving because I was just gonna make one big loop before I went back home, because I was heartbroken, and like, that situation really broke me mentally. So it kind of onset like my mental my battles with mental illnesses and stuff, like that situation, or that like one singular event, like it disrupted me, you know, like mentally and emotionally and spiritually. Like I remember it was such a bad time. So I didn't want to be home. I was staying with my grandparents. They're old fashioned, like they didn't even know I was dating somebody. Like I don't know, I wanted them to meet him, but like I knew that it wasn't right, you know what I mean? So that didn't happen. So anyways, I was like, I'm just gonna go the long way. So I'm going, and I said, let me drive through this parking lot one more time. Drive through. I pull into the parking lot, driving past fucking Best Buy and some other stuff, and I'm passing and I see his car. I pull up and I'm like, okay, maybe I wonder if he gonna be in the car. Like, I wonder if he gonna be in it. Like, cause if he not in it, I can kind of like go park somewhere and catch this bitch when he come out from wherever the fuck he at. So I pull up and he was in the car and he was on the phone. So that's another thing solidified. His phone was perfectly fucking fine. So you can't say the bitch was broke or nothing like that. The phone was fine. So I'm like, I pull up and I'm just staring at him. Like, I was so emotional. I wanted to cry, but at the same time, I wanted to get out and drag him out by his ugly fucking hair and beat the living shit out of him. I did. And I didn't. I did not do that. But I wanted to fucking beat the fuck out of him. I did. I really did. And like when I think about everything that I like went through, I really should have. But anyways, anywho, I pulled up and he was on the phone. He was just sitting on the phone, and he, like, I saw him like kind of look over, and like, so I know he saw me. He kind of looked over, and I swear to y'all, he looked over at me. And whoever he was on the phone with, like, I saw him mouth, like, why did she just pull up, like, right next to me? So, I found him after about a week of not hearing from him. And by a week, I mean about 5 days, because, like, it was a Sunday maybe or something like that when he blocked me. And I remember this was the weekend when I finally found him. This was a Friday, because I remember the next day I was off, and I was so happy that I was off because I could stay in bed and just, you know, like, be in my feelings. Like, I remember that. So this was about a 5 day span after him blocking me, not hearing from him. I found his ass. So he saw me and he pulled off. Yeah, he pulled off. Yeah, he pulled off. So at that point, I was like, I don't know. Like, yeah. So that's really how we are definitely going to end part 1 with that. He pulled off. After he pulled off, I had no more like interactions with him, no more like relationship type shits, but I did have a few no physical transactions or whatever the case may be at one point before I moved on. Yeah. And then it was a lot of back and forth. I you know, I still have that resentment for him, but like, I just, like, I'm a woman through and through. Like, I want mine, I'm gonna get mine. At that point, I wasn't taking into consideration like what I was opening myself up to when it came to that kind of stuff. So Like I said, we're going to end part 1 with how, you know, he just kind of like dipped out on me being the bitch that he is. And I found out as he looked at me like he saw a ghost, said, how about she right next to me, and left. Part 2, we'll get into detail about his double life. It's gonna be fun. Gonna be fun. So much fun. But anyways, thank you guys for listening to me. I hope you enjoyed this video. This is my first one of many. Like, comment, subscribe. I've always wanted to say that. And share this video too if you've ever had a situation like this. I really want to hear about it, so definitely tell me about it. Hit me up. All of my information will be in the bottom of this video and all of that kind of shit. I love you guys. Till next time, Amari dreams, and so should you, because the world is big and it's ours to grab. Mwah.